This is problem number 3 on the sample test problems for test number 2. A graph of a function g is given below. Part A, state the domain and range of g. Domain, remember, is the set of all the x's. Range is the set of all the y's. So let's first focus on the x's. At the far left, it seems like the x that corresponds to the start of this graph is over here at -3. And then the graph continues and has meaning all the way until here when we get to the end, which is at +3. So the domain is all those x's that I've highlighted in purple. So starting at -3 and going out to +3. And that's our domain. Maybe I should be clear that I guess it's assumed that those are filled in and included. The only way to make it not included would be to really go out of my way to put an open circle on the graph I gave you, but I didn't. So with nothing there, assume that it's included, which is why we had less than or equal to. Okay, let's find the range. Same idea, but now range is concerned with the y values. So this graph starts at the bottom at -4 and then goes all the way up here until we get to the top of the graph at +1. And so the range is everybody between -4 and +1. Part B, evaluate g of -2. Okay, anything that appears in the parentheses you can think of as an x. So we are looking for x equals -2, which happens right here. Find the point that's on the line or the curve that's either above or below -2. In this case, you go down, you don't see anything, so don't go down. Go up until you find the line or the curve, which is here. And then we're interested in the y value, so either look left or right to find the y-axis. And the y value in this case looks like it's 1. So g of -2 equals 1. And so again, the x is always the thing that's in there, which means that if you see something out here on the side, that must be the y value. And that's going to help us in part C. Give all solutions to the equation g of x equals -2. Again, you can see the x sitting in there is still x, which means that -2 must be a y value. So let's look for a y value of -2. So y value of -2 is right here. We're either going to look left or right or both to try to find any points that are on the line or the curve. I found one there. Looking to the left, I find one here, and continuing to look to the left, I find another one all the way at the end. So it looks like I have 3 different points, 3 different solutions. And the goal here is to find the x's. So you either look down or up to find the x-axis. And in this case, it's up. So we go up and up and up. And we'll land on our 3 answers. And so it looks like x equals, at the far left, -3 was the first point. The one in the middle, maybe it's around -0.5. Everything on the graph is an approximation. And then finally, the one on the far right, that's this one way out here, is 2. So those 3 values of x are the solutions to the equation g of x equals -2.